What's up, Blade Breakers? We're back with another unboxing, and this one is super special and unique. So we're going to be unboxing these guys, and one of them has just the blade, so no parts with it, right? And the other one is not going to be battled. So I figured I would actually just combine these into one video. They are both Phoenixes, right? And this one's kind of like the precursor. It came in the Korokora set, right? So basically you buy the Japanese manga book or whatever it is, and then you get this as like a prize that comes along with it. So I actually just went ahead and found it where you could just buy it as it is without the book or anything like that for like super cheap, because I just kind of wanted it so I could put it in my case and have it with all the others. And then this is a black edition of Phoenix Wing. You can see it says Dead Phoenix Wing on it, Battle Scar edition, and it is actually custom made. So that is really, really cool. It does have all the same parts, right? So I have this guy. We'll kind of compare and contrast. This is the battled one as well. So you can see it's got some damage already, but this one's not going to get battled, and it is not going to be hopefully too different from the original. And I'm going to go ahead and weigh them for you guys as well, just to kind of see. I don't imagine the weight's going to be very different, but if it is, we'll let you know. And this just looks so clean, very simple. I would say it's decently expensive, but if you're looking at some of the Japanese bays, what it costs to actually get them here in America, I have to spend a lot more money on shipping and stuff like that, and then the prices in general are going to go up. So this wasn't actually too bad, all things considered. It is just kind of taped in here, so we'll go ahead, we'll remove that. We'll take a look at all the parts, and like I said, they are all of the same parts as the other Phoenix. So you can see we'll literally just do a side-by-side comparison and do the original, right? We'll move this out of the way here just a little bit, and then we'll get it in once everything is set up. And I actually don't know which one is which. Okay, that is definitely a tough one. It looks like they are the same part. I think this one is the first one. I'll have to watch the video back and see, and then kind of switch them around. I really like this part right here. So if you actually look at the ratchet, it actually does have that color on the box, and you can see it's not the same, right? So I mean, 960 is already a good part, but this isn't going to get battled with, so that doesn't really matter. And we're actually going to go ahead and pop open the Korokoro release for you guys. And this is actually almost just as easy as the other ones to open. So there it is. We'll get rid of all the trash there. That's really clean. Oh man, that looks way better than I thought it did. Like, I kind of bought it because I was like, oh, all right. But it looks clean. I'm going to zoom in just a bit here so we can kind of see everything a little bit better for you guys. Look at that. And he really, really reminds me of Dronzer right now. If you guys didn't know, the like line of Beyblades and Beyblade X is basically following the same, so Team Blade Breakers, right? It is following the same kind of trend of the Four Sacred Beasts, and Team Persona, who is the main character's team, they are not actually the main team. So it's basically almost like a reference to the old Bakuten era of Beyblade, where you have a Phoenix, a Dragoon, left spin, which is going to be coming for the Takara Tomy line. And then you also have the other blades, like, Max has the Tortoise, right? I don't remember. I think it's called Shell. I want to say that's what they're going to call it for the new line of the Four Saints. And then obviously we've got Drigger, who's on his way, question mark. I'm not really sure. We're going to be unboxing all those guys for sure on the channel. But considering this isn't going to be about a video where we battle these guys and we talk about like, oh, how is this competitively? Because all of these guys are basically just going to be put away. I'm going to put them in a case. I have another version of this. So this is the battle version from Hasbro. And my Takara Tomy one is in a case. So for me, it is still going to be a blade that gets put into that case. And I really like that they're the same parts. So you can basically, if you wanted to buy this blade right here, you can buy it, and then these are literally parts that come with it, and you can just set them aside for another combo or something like that, and you don't have to actually battle with the new one here. So we're definitely going to put this guy in a case, and actually probably the whole combo, just because I like the way it looks. And I'm actually debating what I'm going to do with this one, because obviously he's going to go into a case, but I don't have any parts for him. So I'm not really sure. Maybe we'll take some parts from like Drawn Dagger or something and just toss it out, right? And get rid of one of our bays, because I can easily put some different parts. Maybe I'll just get a second Phoenix and then use the parts for this. I haven't really looked at the testing or anything like that, and if this guy is competitively viable. Not a lot of people have him, and it doesn't seem like he's like, if you're going to use this, you might as well just use this, especially for the new rules in the Takara Tomy tournaments. They actually have it where if you use like this ratchet, for instance, you actually will lose points during the battle. So you'll start off where you have maybe one less point than your opponent. And so your opponent, if you use the wrong combo, will actually only have to win one battle, and they win the whole set. So that is only for qualifying rounds, but I figured I'd mention it. We will go ahead and kind of zoom out just a bit. We got the ratchets in the top corner here, and we'll do that. And then we'll weigh the blades separately. So there we go. 3340. That seems pretty light. Let's see what the other Phoenix one is right here. Yeah, 38. Oh man, that is crazy. That is like a whole 5-ish grams, 4 point something. I'm not even gonna do the math. And this one's heavier. Look at the weight difference in that. I don't know if you guys can see the number too well because of the glare, but when I do that, you should be able to, there you go. Should be able to see it easier. And overall, I am blown away. Let's do the full combo here and see how much each of these weighs. I'm just gonna go ahead, right? I'm gonna use the parts from the Hasbro Phoenix Wing for the Takara Tomy Phoenix Feather, right? So that's the name of this one. And we're going to see how much he weighs. So there we go, 41.87. I am loving the weight on this. That is really, really light. So I'm, on one hand, it's like if you were going to battle with it, you probably maybe didn't want to, or you should check and see. Oh my gosh. That's like a full 5 grams heavier. So we'll kind of close that a little bit so you can see it, right? 46.82 is the weight on that. So on one hand, I'm glad that I'm not using this for the battles and stuff like that. It's just going to get put away into a case. So for me, the fact that it's lighter just means I dodged a bullet, because I would not have wanted to battle with this one competitively or anything like that. I'm very much a collector, and I really am super excited for all of this here. And I was really glad to see that all these pieces, right, we'll kind of put that at the top there, all these pieces are still the same weight as the original, right? They're still the same weight on this combo as they are with this combo. And then the blade is just a little bit lighter for this one right here. So this black is so sick, you guys. I'm literally just going to hold it up and talk about how sick it is. I really like the gold accents here on what I would assume are talons, right? That's, okay, really huge reference here, you guys. In the original Bakuten shoot, right, Kai has this blade. It's called Black Dronzer, and he's in like a claw of a dragon, and it's sitting like this, right? So like pretend my hand's a claw. It's basically like this, holding that bay. And I'm not sure if that's truly what this is a reference to. Obviously, it's in this one, it's in this one, and even somebody like Drawn Dagger has 3 of those pieces, but the fact that they painted them gold really feels like a reference. They could have easily done red, and you can see that this one, right, the gold matches the yellow, right? This does not. This is like a gold or a bronze with that deep dark red, and that is crazy. I don't know if that's the reference they were going for, but for, you know, huge Beyblade fans like me who have been here since day one, and I was here for Burst, but I don't like Burst, so that doesn't count. I've been here since day one. I literally grew up with the Bakuten shoot era. Drigger was my first Bay. I mean, there you go. That's got to be a reference. I really think it is. And the black is so clean, you guys. Like, get it as close to the camera as possible. Whoever made this is very good at their craft, because I guess all they did was paint the parts, but you would still have to basically get the mold from somewhere, and there's not much difference. Like, there is pretty much not a lot of difference in these bays when you're comparing them. Like, this looks like the same mold. I am curious to see if it's red underneath and they kind of just darkened it up a bit, because those don't really look like the same color, but I'm not going to battle it to find out. If I had the money, maybe I would have bought 2 and battled one and put the other in a case, but overall, this is absolutely insane. And I just love, look at the light. Even on the bit chip, you can see, you know, it's kind of got like a silver glow when it's not in the light. And then the bit will actually spin around. We'll put it together here real quick so I can spin the bit for you guys. Look at that. That is so clean. All right, you guys. Dronzer 2.0. This is basically the black Dronzer of Beyblade X. And the fact that we have it is just insane. I mean, it truly is incredible. I wish I could literally drive to your house and show this off to you. Like, to have you hold this in your hand would just be insane. I'm really excited. They are going a route that we really haven't seen them go since maybe the beginning of Metal Fight. And so this is basically like, if you combine all the generations, you even have some HMS kind of inspiration for these blades, and I am here for it. So that's the video for you guys. We'll go ahead, we'll zoom in, right? See, like that. I think that's pretty good. And we will go ahead, we'll zoom in. Almost essentially a thumbnail there, if you will. We probably won't do that as a thumbnail, but it's still really cool. And I'm very excited to do this unboxing for you guys. So we'll see ya in the next one.